Hello everyone, Jessica here with another great chair yoga flow. I am so glad and grateful to have you joining me for today's practice. We will be using some really gentle, slow flow yoga, focusing on releasing tension and tightness from the low back, deep hips, and sciatica. We will be pairing that up with some really relaxing breath work here today. The only thing that you need for our practice is your chair. Go ahead, get that set up, and we're going to get started right now. We'll start here, seated in the chair. Lean yourself back and let your upper back rest against the back of your chair and slide those hips forward lightly, feeling that tailbone tuck and lengthen under. Hands will fall to the lap. Soften through the neck, face, and shoulders. You can close your eyes here if you would like. Feel those feet connect to the floor. Few quiet breaths, just connecting in. Linking together the mind and the body. Take notice of your breath. And as you become more in tune with that breath, draw that inhale a little bit longer. Hold space at the end of the inhale, and then exhale, let that air come out through the lips. Again, draw in a nice long inhale. Hold space for a second or two, and then exhale, let that air pass through the lips. One more time here. On the next inhale, open those eyes if they are closed. Exhale, reach those hands forward, letting them come down to the thighs. Forearms rest here. Feel that tailbone continuing to tuck under, shoulders fall away from the ears. And if the low back is tight here today, you may find staying up a little bit higher might be more comfortable. Connect back into your breath here. Try to expand through the rib cage all the way around, front, sides, and back as you inhale. Exhale, breath falls out through the lips, body softens and relaxes. Keep breathing in, allowing the lungs to help you stretch open that middle back and low back area. Creating space, and then maybe exhaling, softening in a little bit deeper into this forward fold. Take your time. We will continue here for 3 more breath cycles. As we enter this last breath cycle here, if you feel yourself getting a little heavy, go with that. Let your body round forward. And on the exhale, gently pull the chest back, arch through that upper back as you slowly start to roll your way on up. And then we'll reverse that. Exhale, core muscles pull up and in as you lean it back forward. Pause here into forward fold for 1 breath cycle. Exhale. And again, inhale, roll yourself on up. Hold space at the end of this inhale. Exhale, take it back down. Really slow, gentle start here today for the low back. Hold here for 1 breath cycle. Inhale, roll yourself on up. We'll take that one more time. Don't be impatient here. With the flow, we will get into some bigger movements. Hold here. One breath cycle. Great job. Stay here for your next breath in. And on the exhale, cross those arms over. Right arm comes to the left. Left hand just steps here out of the way. You're resting on this forearm. Maybe opening into a little bit of a twist here. 3 deep breath cycles here. Try to keep the shoulders out of the ears. Breathe into the rib cage, not up into the neck. On the next inhale, roll yourself back up and step this left leg over to the right. Bring the body forward. Keep that little bit of a tailbone tuck there and twist here. Right hand catching left thigh, left hand out of the way. 3 deep breath cycles here into the rib cage, not up into the shoulders. One more breath cycle here. And release back to the front. Step that left leg back out. Go ahead here, roll yourself tall. Protect that low back. Exhale, round it forward. Down into forward fold, maybe a little bit deeper this time. Maybe those hands come down to the sides of the shins, maybe even to the floor. Find where works for you. If you need to stay on the forearms, that's okay. 3 breath cycles here. Top through that low back, tuck that tailbone. Stay here for the next breath in. And as you exhale, gently move that left arm over to the right thigh. Right hand out of the way. Breathe into the back here. 3 breath cycles. One final breath cycle here. Again, making sure we're breathing into the rib cage, not up into the shoulders. Shoulders shouldn't be rising on the breath. Gently roll yourself up on the inhale. Step that right leg in over next to the left. Gentle twist here, left hand finding right thigh. Drop those shoulders. 3 breath cycles here. Great job. On the inhale, bring it back forward. Step those feet just a little bit wider. Take those hands to the thighs and again, let yourself round forward here to the forearms. Tuck the tailbone. Start arching through that back. Exhale. Inhale, drop back to neutral. 2 more times here. Exhale to arch. Think about cat. You can stretch those arms out if you would like. Inhale forward. Last one here. Exhale. And inhale, bring it on forward. We'll go ahead again, come back to those hands. We'll extend this left arm out. It doesn't need to come high. I want you to focus more on the exhale and reach over to the right side. Inhale, pull back through. Exhale, reach, shoulders stay out of the ears. You are breathing into that rib cage still. Inhale here. Exhale. Back to the center. Bring yourself on up. Cross this arm on over and open. Taking the same movement, a little bit more height. Tailbone tuck, belly button stays in between the rib cage and the hips. Great job here. Getting this middle back, this thoracic spine moving will absolutely help us release tension from that low back. Bring it back into the center. Drop those hands down to the side. As you do that, tailbone tuck here. You can let yourself fall to the back of the chair. Soften the chin down and slide it back. Stretch through the back of the neck. You can take head rolls here or tilt. And again, think about peeling and rounding yourself back forward and through into a little bit of this wide leg forward fold. You can walk those feet back underneath you. If you feel like space is opening up, I do have a great option for you. Good deep breath in. Exhale, reach, and you can lift those heels, getting a little more into the low back. It is optional. Inhale back to neutral. 2 more times here. You can work with just the upper body if you would like. Back to neutral. Let's go 1 more time here. And inhale, pull it on back. We'll steady ourselves on the left arm this time. Right arm will come out, focusing more on the crossover. Good breath in. Exhale, reach. And inhale, return, taking the arm out or just this right leg. Exhale. 1 more time here. Exhale, take it on over, back to the center. Shimmy those shoulders for me here. Take it to the center and slowly roll yourself back up. Open this right arm out to the side, tailbone tuck. Pull those core muscles and hold them there. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale, open. 2 more times. Smooth and gentle here. You are doing wonderful. Take it back, open. Let yourself again fall to the back of this chair. Drop those arms. Drop the chin. Let the tailbone slide forward. Walk those feet here to the front. Great job here. Roll and stretch. Feeling the feet connect to the floor. Beautiful. Easy does it here. Great job. Let's go ahead and extend this left leg out a little bit further. And again, if you need to slide forward, that's okay. Just make sure that you are pressing the brakes so that you don't slide all the way out. This left foot is here to keep you stable. Draw this right leg up. If grabbing from the front is uncomfortable, you can support from underneath. We're not just drawing in, we're also lifting up. That's going to look different in all of our bodies. Once you find a little bit of a stretch, drop the shoulders, soften through the neck and the head. Breathe here in a way where you can feel that back expand into the backrest of your chair rather than away from. Filling those lungs with air, feeling it all stretch open. 2 more breaths here. Before we go into our next pose, I would like to make sure that you have a good grip on this right leg. We're gonna let it drop forward, and that's gonna draw length through this upper shoulder area. Arms are locked in around the leg. Leg becomes heavy. You can tilt and roll forward and lean back, feeling that stretch, shift around, find your perfect movement. Once you've got it, hold, breathe, 3 deep breath cycles here. As you release that final exhale, go ahead, take that right leg down and out. And if the hands need a little bit of a break, that's okay. We'll hold here, stretch them out a little bit. And then we'll go ahead, draw this left leg, not just in, but also lifting up, relaxed through the upper body. Find that 360 breathing, that back expansion breath. So if you're breathing, the shoulders are coming up. You're breathing high, that's anxiety breathing. We want to be breathing in through the rib cage. One more breath cycle here. And then we'll let this leg fall heavy with the hands gripped tight around the leg. The hands don't need, or fingers don't need to be interlaced for you to find a stretch here. Experiment with a little bit of movement. Find where this stretch can benefit you the most, and then hold. Breathe 3 breath cycles there. On the third, go ahead and release that left leg back down to the floor. Step those feet back in, working to the balls of the feet. We're gonna go ahead here, lift. If you are able to, take a soft, gentle fingertip grasp over the knee, you can do that, or you can just support from the side. We're gonna go ahead, take this right knee up, roll it out, very gently set it down. And same thing here with the left. Just feel how those hips move through this movement, up and out. Great job. If you would like, you can peel yourself forward, getting a little more rounding through that low back if you would like. Make sure you stay stable in the chair. One more set here. We'll reverse those circles. So now we will help guide that knee out, lifting it up and taking it back in nice and slow. Great job here. You can take an underhand grip if that's a little easier for you. 2 more sets. Great job here. Let these hips open up. Stay out of anything painful. Last one here. Set this left leg down. Draw the right leg on up, crossing it over the top or even just to the front. Wiggle those hips back and round yourself forward here. You can rest on the thigh, or like I've got here, just a nice soft rounding here. You can lift the heel of this left foot. Make sure you're really stable, but that will give you a little bit rounding, a little bit more roundness through that tailbone, through the pelvis. Soften here and relax. 3 breaths. Back expands open. Shoulders are not rising on the inhale towards the ears. Let your body start to soften forward. And then inhale, roll yourself on up. Back, again, rest to the chair. You can slide those hips forward a little bit if you would like. We're going to raise this right leg and we're going to hug it in and across so left arm can guide. Please do not pull on the knee joint. These leg bones down here are much more stable. Guide it in. Let it fall out. No pushing it. It will go where it goes, and wherever it goes is good. Great job here. Working with a little bit of internal and external rotation of the femur in that hip socket there. That will help loosen things up even if it doesn't feel really intense. Just allowing for things to move in ways that will help this body feel better. Great job here. Take it down. Let's go ahead and guide it up and in again, framing around those lower leg bones that are nice and strong. Bring yourself up. Guide this right thigh in towards the rib cage tall towards the thigh. Drop those ears. Make sure that as you come up for height through the spine, that it's not coming from that low back pushing forward. Nice gentle movement here. Rock through this right hip. And if you find a sore spot or a spot that feels a little tighter than the rest of that area, you're going to hold there and breathe deep for 3 breaths. If everything is pretty even, you're just going to continue to move for those same 3 breaths here. One more breath cycle here. Take your time. As you start the exhale, soften through the body. Step that left leg in, and again, let this right knee drop. Wherever it drops is good. Ease yourself into a forward fold here. Hands can come to the sides. You can rest on this leg as long as you're not putting a bunch of weight into it. Feel this hip and low back open up. Deep hip here on the right, sitting hip on the left and low back. Option here if you would like to raise this left heel and lower, just adding in that little extra rounding for the low back. It should feel good. Skip it if it doesn't. Great job here. Wherever you feel the best, hold and stretch. 3 deep breath cycles. On that final breath cycle, roll yourself on up, ease yourself back, allow that right leg to come on down, steps into the floor, left leg comes up and over again, leaning yourself against the back of the chair, resting here. Fold this leg up and in. Drop it down, bend yourself forward here. One side could feel very different than the other. This side may hold a little more tension, or it may be a little more open. Treat it accordingly. Option here to raise the heel and lower. As you inhale, roll yourself back up. Guide this leg on up. Again, not pulling from the knee, from those strong leg bones. Guide it in. Let it fall open. One more time here. Up and in, we will hold this one, creating a nice bandha here or lock, guiding ourselves on up, taller spine, not coming from that low back, pushing forward, just lengthening and rising up, rolling forward into the hip, hugging that leg, this left thigh in towards the rib cage. Breathe here. Find some movement. This side could be different than the last. Take a few seconds here to explore. If there is one area that is tighter or tenser than the rest of that hip here on the left, you're gonna hold, pinning that area into a beautiful opening stretch with 3 deep breaths. If it's all pretty equal, you will just continue to move and relax as you breathe. As you exhale, go ahead, let that leg go, and it may not go far. I'm always such a good example. This hip is always so much tighter than the other side, completely normal. We just work to even them out as we can through our practice here. Let yourself fold and round forward. Hands can go wherever you feel best supported and able to relax. 3 breath cycles here, and option to work with lifting that heel, taking this leg closer to the body so you're not pulling away from that deeper stretch. You're lifting the hip up and into it and releasing. Totally optional. If it's not for you, that's okay. Go ahead and skip it. Final one here. And wherever this hip feels best, you're going to again soften into a nice static stretch and breathing. 3 deep breaths here. Into back expansion breath. Shoulders stay out of the ears. On the inhale, gently roll yourself on up. Take this left leg back on down to the side. Wiggle those hips forward, tailbone tuck here. Go ahead, cross the right leg up and over the left. Come to the left ball of the foot or the toes, and then work these legs over as you take An opposing stretch here, rounding through that low back. So twisting upper body to the right as lower body goes to the left. Step the right leg down, windshield wiper those legs here. We'll lower the heels and take this left leg up and over to the right. Right ball of the foot, twist those hips here, open the body to the left, legs gently pulling to the right. Ease it back forward here, set those feet down, and again, bring yourself forward. Come to really grounded feet here and watch those knees. I don't want it to come from the lower legs or the feet. Think about this femur, this nice big leg bone here. Pull the right one back. So try not to shift that left knee forward. Push it forward, pull the left one back. So we're not really pushing forward into our opposite leg. We're more focused on pulling back. Hips might start sliding towards the back of your chair. That's okay. Once you find the back of the chair here, soften yourself into our final forward fold. Good deep breath in. Exhale, round and roll yourself up. Connect the spine to the back of your chair, feeling supported. Hands fall to the lap. Tailbone tucks and rounds forward. Drop the head here. And again, not underestimating what back expansion breathing can do for us. Feel yourself breathe in a way where on the inhale, you feel the back softly and gently press into the chair, not pull away from. 3 quiet, deep breath cycles here. Soften into your body best you can. On the next inhale, go ahead, bring those hands up, connecting the thumbs here at the heart. Grateful for our bodies, grateful for today's practice. Beautiful deep breath in, and grateful for each other. Bow it on forward. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this was very helpful and that you have really great results with loosening up any sort of stress, tension, tightness that you may have had through this low back, pelvis, deep hip, sciatica area. We really do take our stress and make it such a physical thing. So hopefully some of that was unlocked. You feel really good. Continue to move in ways that feel good in your body, supporting yourself and encouraging yourself to stay challenged and moving forward and progressing on your health and fitness journey. Of course, I am honored to be here and to be a part of that. Easier for me to do that if you are subscribed to the channel. So quick reminder to click that subscribe button. Always free to do so before you head out today. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much for joining the community. We are beyond grateful to have you here. All done with today's practice. I hope that you enjoyed the flow. I hope to see you back here for the next amazing workout. Keep taking good care of your body today. Thank you for watching.